Namaste and welcome back to another episode of Astro Divas. Today we are going to talk about the horoscope for the second week of March. This is not just another week, it's a week of major shifts as the planet of luck and expansion, Jupiter, is finally turning direct in Gemini on 11th of March. And Moon will be traveling to three different signs from intense Scorpio to fiery Sagittarius and then to strategic Capricorn. It's stretching. Now I'm not stretching this introduction anymore because I know you must be waiting for this horoscope. So let's understand how it's going to be for 12 different rising sign. Before that, let's just understand the concept of rising sign. So, what rising sign actually is, you have to first of all check your first house. Now, the question is how to check the first house. You have to look into this chart on the screen. The highlighted area is the first house, and then look for what number is falling in that house. It's number 8. So on left side you can see one table, right? So number 8, tally that number. It's Scorpio, Vrishchik. In the same way, whatever number is falling in the first house, you can simply tally it with the table. And the next question is how will you get your chart? If you have it with you, then that's fine. If you don't have it, you just need three things: date of birth, time, and place of birth. And after that, you can use any of the website that provide the service for free. On Google, you can check. There are a lot of websites available. And in this way, you can find your rising sign or ascendant or lagna. These three things are same. So I hope you understood the concept of rising sign now. So all predictions that we are going to tell you is based on the rising sign. So let's dive into the first sign, that is Aries. So as we talk about Aries, so let's talk about their overall energy. Aries, you are moving out of the period of internal reflection into the phase of outward expansion. Why I'm saying this, because earlier the moon will be in the Scorpio and then it is moving to Sagittarius and then to Capricorn. So the Scorpio moon early in the week, it will pull you into the deep financial or emotional thoughts. But once Jupiter turns direct, your mental flexibility returns. You will feel a sudden urge to share your ideas. You want to take short trips or finally sign that contract that has been sitting on your desk since late 2025. So at personal front, you are reclaiming your voice. If you have felt misunderstood by siblings or neighbor, this is the week you offer bridge for reconciliation with them. And you can speak to them, you can have the honest dialogues to make the things better. If I talk about career and finance, Jupiter in your third house rewards those in sales, marketing, and media. A long delayed project involves writing, or digital platforms. Suddenly it will gain massive momentum on or after March 11th. For example, if you have been if you were in talks in the past few months about the third house activities, or any projects, so now you are going to act upon it. The next is your social life. Early early week is private, but the midweek, you are the connector. You will find that you yourself are introducing the people, and you are becoming the bridge between two different parties. If I talk about your love life, intensity is at peak, and avoid some, all or nothing kind of ultimatums. By weekend, this energy lightens and it will allow you to do fun and adventurous activities, and you will have the date breaks with your loved ones. And if I talk about your health and wellness, your energy levels are fluctuating. Focus on your breath work, do pranayam. It will manage the surge of mental energy from Jupiter. It will prevent the brain fog or burnout. And let's just talk about the indicators. So, at personal, this week is going to be high because your confidence is skyrocketing. Career will be high. Any contracts or interview or deals that will be stale since December, that will suddenly gain lightning speed momentum. Social is medium, and you are reconnecting with your local community. all the best for that. Love will be low. Okay, so use the Scorpio, moon to have deep conversation with, to resolve the arguments, if any. Health will be medium. You have high energy, but watch for the shoulder tension or minor nerve issue. You can wear Panchmukhi Rudraksh, but always take a guidance from your guru or from the astrologer to whom you get your charts read on the daily basis or generally. So you can do that, but only after guidance. And you can also chant Om Angkarai Namaha 108 times. And if you want to chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevai 108 times, that will also be good for you. So now let's just move to the next rising sign, that is Taurus.
Welcome to all the Taurus rising. Let's look at March 8th to 14th. This week marks a massive turning point as the financial breaks finally comes off. So first, let's look at the moon's movement because it's your emotions and it represents your mind. March 8th and 9th, moon will be in Scorpio. The week opens with the moon in your seventh house. So emotions are centered on your partner or a key business associate. So the tip is you're feeling the hangover from the last week's eclipse. Practice active listening and avoid pushing for answers. The energy is still sensitive. On March 10th and 11th, moon will be in Sagittarius. The moon moves into your 8th house. Now, this is a massive aha moment for joint finances and psychological breakthrough. Now, the tip is look at your debts or shared resources. A bottleneck regarding other people's money or a bank matter finally clears. On March 12 to 14, moon will be in Capricorn. The moon enters your ninth house. Now, after the heavy eighth house intensity, your luck returns. So you feel optimistic and focused on the big picture. Now, the tip is this is your best window for legal matters, higher learning, or planning long distance travel because your vision is finally sharp. Let's look at a very important change for this week, or we can say the biggest headline of the week is on March 11, Jupiter finally goes direct in your second house of wealth. What it means for you for months, your finances and self worth have felt like they were on pause. And Taurus Ascendant, if you have been feeling the same, please drop us a line in the comment section. But the good news is the brakes are finally coming off. As Jupiter move forward, it casts powerful supportive aspect on your 6th, 8th, and 10th house. Aspect on the 6th and 10th will bring or stabilize your daily routine, workload, and professional reputation. It finally resolves lingering workplace conflicts and clears the path for career recognition. Aspect on the 8th house. This aspect is on your house of transformation, which brings a financial healing. So, helping you settle old debts, insurance claim, and tax issues with much more ease and luck. Now, Jupiter is also your 8th and 11th Lord. So, from 8th house perspective, it's like overcoming the crisis. So, this week marks a sudden release of stuck insurance claim, pending tax matters, or old debts that have been draining your peace. So if you have felt a mysterious block in your health or finances since December 25, the gridlock breaks now. So moving you from crisis management to total control. From 11th house perspective, simultaneously because your second house is also activated by Jupiter, so 11th and second together will bring the blessings on your expected stalled payments, and freelance checks will come in. Your workplace bonus will finally hit your bank account. So let's summarize this week on live segments. On career and finance, the payday delays are ending. If you have been waiting for a raise, a freelance check, or a budget approval, starts happening from this week. Mars, Sun, Rahu, Mercury retrograde are still in your 10th house. Work is very busy and a bit messy. So the strategy you should apply is don't launch new business venture. Wait till 20th March for Mercury to go direct. But use this time, Jupiter's momentum, to collect old debts and stabilize your current account. On health, there is a vitality boost. Your 8th house Lord Jupiter moves forward, so your chronic energy levels improve. You will feel a surge of physical optimism. But the risk is there because Mars and Rahu are there in 10, so watch your calves and ankles. Remedy is blueberries and a purple colored food will help you ground your nervous system. On love and relationship, it's a time of serious bond because Venus and Saturn are together in your 11th house. You're looking at a partner who is also your best friend and shares your long term goal. Also, friendship could turn into something serious and long term. Beware of the Scorpio moon's intensity on the 8th and 9th. Passion is very high, but so is possessiveness. So keep it light. And if you're dating, you're looking for a real deal, you have zero patience for flaky energy this week. And with the moon in the seventh house early this week, married couples will find it easier to discuss long term financial goals. On social, you are moving away from the superficial crowd. You only have time for people who add value to your life or support your dreams. Networking should happen in the late week, that is 14th or 15th. This is the perfect for connecting with mentors or international foreign friends who can help you in your career. On personal, it is a growth mode. So you're moving from survival mode back into the expansion mode. Your voice is regaining its authority. So what you say now starts to carry weight. Now, some remedies and best dates for you. March 11th and 12th, use these days for any major financial planning. Best color is yellow, gold, and cream. One of the remedies, feed the birds or donate yellow grains on Thursday to maximize the Jupiter direct energy. And remedy 2 is to handle the Mercury retrograde at work. Use a physical notebook for your to-do list instead of relying on digital apps. Let's look at the indicators now. Personal, it is high. Career finance, it is high. Love and relationship, it is medium. Social aspect is low because your focus is inward and upward. So with Venus and Saturn together, you're being very exclusive. So that's all right. And health is medium. So take care to all the Taurus ascendant. And with this, let's move to the next ascendant.
Geminis, welcome to your weekly horoscope. So let's check your overall energy this week. This is the green light week of 2026 for you. So with your ruling planet, it's getting aspected by Jupiter, and Jupiter is turning direct in your own sign. So the fog of the last few months is evaporating. You will feel that there is a physical surge of vitality and mental click where everything feels makes sense, and you are transitioning from the planning mode into the execution mode now, and the world is ready to listen to your story. If I talk about the personal life, your self confidence is quite high because Jupiter is in the first house. This is the week of change. Change your look, change your bio, and also you can step into any kind of leadership role. You are radiating magnetic guru energy, a teacher energy this week. If I talk about career and finance, you have been seeking promotion or state, or if you want to start a particular business, so the universe is providing you the wind to sail. This is good time for you. Expect a significant breakthrough on March 11th or 12th. If I talk about your social life, everyone wants a piece of your time. You are being juggling between multiple invites, but always make sure that you focus on the people who values you more, with whom you can find your inner peace, your mental peace. Okay? Then comes love and relationship. With Jupiter direct in your first house, you are incredibly attractive right now. Current partner will see you in a new light, and singles may attract someone quite influential. Then comes your health and wellness. Watch for overextension. You might feel so good that you may skip the sleep, or you may overcommit. So ground yourself by walking barefoot on grass to balance the high Gemini energy. Let's check the indicators for this week. So for this week, the personal is high. Your magnetism is irresistible. Career is high. Professional wins are guaranteed. Social is high because you are the life of the party. If I talk about the love and relationship, it's medium. If there is any kind of ego clash recently, Jupiter shift will help you see the bigger picture. Okay, and you will be able to forgive. Or someone else with whom you are having those fights, that person will be able to forgive and forget. If I talk about your health, it's low. So your mind is racing with the ideas. You must prioritize sleep and meditation during this time. Okay. Let's just discuss the remedies. You can keep fast on Thursday, or you can donate jaggery or chana dal to needy. If someone you find that the person is needy, you can donate it to them. And you can also donate green clothes or books to study on Wednesday to strengthen your Mercury and Jupiter connection. Now let's talk about the next rising sign.
Welcome to all the Cancer rising. Let's talk about the second week of March. Now, this marks a massive turning point as Jupiter, your ninth lord of fortune, finally goes direct in your 12th house. Now, releasing the pressure on your subconscious and foreign affairs. Let's look at the emotional map first. We should look at the moon's movement as moon represents our mind and emotion. So for this week on March 8th and 9th, moon is in Scorpio. The week opens with the moon in your fifth house. So emotions are centered on children, romance, or on creative project. So the tip is you are feeling the emotional hangover from last week eclipse. So use this trine energy to indulge in a hobby or spend quality time with your loved ones to stabilize your heart. On March 10th and 11th, Moon will be in Sagittarius. So the move moves into the sixth house. Now, this is a massive aha moment because same time Jupiter is turning direct, and also this is Jupiter's zodiac sign is there in the sixth house. So this is an aha moment regarding your health routine or a workplace conflict. Another tip is look at your daily habits of pending chores. A bottleneck regarding a debt or a work related obstacle finally begins to clear. On March 12th and 14th, Moon will be in Capricorn. The Moon enters your seventh house. Now, after the internal focus, the spotlight shifts to the others or to your marriage, to your spouse. So you're focused on balancing or on the partnership. So this is your best window to heart and heart conversation or resolving misunderstanding, if any, with your spouse or business partner, because your social grace is returning. Now, the biggest headline of the week is on March 11, Jupiter finally stations direct in your 12th house. So, for months, your spiritual growth and sleep and foreign connection have felt like they were on pause. And for all the Cancer ascendants, if you have been feeling the same, drop us a line in the comment section. But the good news is the bricks are finally coming off. As your ninth Lord of Luck moves forward, it casts a powerful supportive aspect on your fourth, sixth, and eighth house. Aspect on fourth and sixth house stabilizes your home environment and daily health. It helps resolving lingering family disputes and clears the path for healing work related stress that felt stuck since last year, December. And your daily routine will also come back on track. Jupiter's aspect on the eighth house of transformation brings a karmic healing, helping you settle inheritance matters, joint taxes, deep seated anxiety with much more ease and luck. Now, let's look at live segment for this week on career and finance. If you have been waiting for news on an international project or behind the scene deal, the gates open this week. Mars, Sun, Rahu, and Mercury retrograde are in your eighth house. So, financially, volatility regarding shared resources or hidden money is high. You are likely to re-audit on old financial statement. So, the strategies don't take out new loans yet. Use the Jupiter's momentum to seek advice from a mentor and stabilize your mental peace regarding debts. On health, as your ninth lord moves forward, your prana or life force improves. So you'll feel a surge of spiritual optimism and better sleep. So the risk is watch your reproductive system or lower back because eighth house tension, Mars is here, can cause sudden inflammation or rushed movements. Now, remedies, coconut water and cooling foods will help ground the eighth house heat in your system. Love and relationship, there are serious bonds with Venus and Saturn together in your ninth house. You are looking for a partner who shares your spiritual values and respects your boundaries. Married couples will find it easier to plan a pilgrimage or a long distance trip now. Now that the ninth lord moving forward, it's time to align on your shared future. Social aspect, you're moving away from noisy social circle. You prefer the company of wise elders, mentors, or spiritual groups, and those who offer substance over small talk. Now, on personal perspective, it's in the growth mode. You are moving from subconscious fear back into faith. So your intuition is getting clear, and what you feel in your gut starts to be right again. So your ninth lord going direct is a pure blessing and your silver lining. Now let's look at the remedies. The best date is Wednesday, March 11th. Excellent for meditation, spiritual study, or pilgrimage travel. Best color is gold and white. Donate books, sweets on Monday to strengthen your moon. For Mercury retro in 8th, double check all digital password and hidden files to avoid data leaks. Let's look at the indicators now. Career and finances medium. Health is high. Jupiter direct in 12th improves your sleep and mental health significantly. Love and relationship is also high. Moon is moving this week through your fifth to seventh house. So it's create beautiful opportunities for connection. Social aspect is medium, personal is high. Your ninth lord of fortune is moving forward again. So this brings a massive sense of relief and hope. So all the best to all the Cancer ascendants. Let's move to the next Lagna. Okay, before that, before we move on the next sign, we have a quick announcement to share. We know life is not always moving the way we plan. So if you're looking for specific answers for your own chart, the Astro Diva team is now open for private consultation. So you can reach out to us on the email ID and the phone number given here on the screen to book your personalized sessions. Wishing all our viewers best of luck, and let's move to the next sign.
Hello, all the Leo rising sign. Let's just discuss how your weekly horoscope is going to be for March 2nd week. So, first of all, your overall energy. Your shift, your focus shifts from your private struggle to your public triumphs. So, the direct movement of the Jupiter in your 11th house of gains and networking, it means you are dreaming big and not just dreaming. Your dreams are becoming reality, they are becoming target. So you are moving through the week with a sense of royal authority, feeling supported by the community and the universe. If I talk about personal life, your optimism is contagious. You will find yourself acting as a mentor this week, and you are helping the friends the way you can. If I talk about the career and finance, this is the peak week for gains. If there was some kind of expected delays in the payment, but now because the Jupiter is getting direct, they will arrive and the bonus will also be announced. Your professional network provides a lead that could change the income brackets. If I talk about the social life, the Sagittarius moon from March 11th to 13th is your playground. It's a brilliant time for party, creative showcase, or simply being the center of attention into your favorite group. If I talk about love and relationships, romance feels like grand adventure this week. A spontaneous trip or deep philosophical discussion will reignite the spark with your partner. If I talk about the health and wellness, your heart and the circulation are in focus this week. So, incorporate cardio that you actually enjoy. If you're enjoying dancing, you can do that, brisk walks, anything that you like. It will help, it will help to keep the heart pumping strong. Now, let's just discuss the indicators for you. If I talk about your personal life, it is medium because you are finding a balance between your private emotions and your public duties. So you feel more grounded and less reactive to drama. The career is high. There will be massive breakthrough in the long term planning. Travels, higher educations are there on the card. Social is high because your natural charisma is amplified. This is the brilliant week for public speaking awards or these kind of things. Love is medium. Romance feels stable and supportive. You are attracting a partner who respect your independence and they will share your ambitious, vision. So it's good time, but medium for love. The health is medium again. Focus on your stamina. This is the week of the March where you have to start following a disciplined routine. And the remedies that I want to share with you is you can perform a havan for Jupiter on Thursday, or you can offer yellow sweets at any religious place. Uh, Another remedy I can suggest you is you can offer water to Surya Dev, to Sun, that we call Surya Arg every morning. This is the week where you can donate yellow colored food items like banana or chana dal also on Thursday. So now let's just talk about the next rising sign. All the best, Leos.
Yeah, welcome to all the Virgo rising. Let's talk about the second week of March. Now, this is a massive professional pivot. With Jupiter going direct in your 10th house of career, the career fox finally clears, allowing you to move forward with authority and clarity. So let's look at the emotional map for the week first. We have to look at Moon's movement as Moon represents a mind and emotion. So on March 8th and 9th, Moon will be in Scorpio. Now this week opens with the Moon in your third house. So your focus is on communication, siblings, and short trips. So the tip is you are processing the truth revealed during the last week of eclipse in your sign. So use these days for writing, planning, or having difficult conversations. Your words have a sharp strategic edge right now. On March 10th and 11th, Moon will be in Sagittarius. So the Moon moves into your fourth house. Now, this brings an aha moment because this is Jupiter's own sign and Jupiter is going direct the same day. So this is an aha moment regarding your home life or emotional security. So the tip is, if you have felt unsettled at home or stuck in a property matter, the energy shifts today. So a domestic bottleneck clears, allowing you to feel rooted again. On March 12 to 14, Moon will be in Capricorn, will give you the creative high. The Moon enters your fifth house after the heavy emotional work. Your joy returns. So you feel creative, romantic, and ready to express yourself. So the tip is, this is your best window for romance, fun, or starting a creative project. Your inner child is finally ready to come out and play. Now, the biggest headline of the week is on March 11, Jupiter finally stations direct in your 10th house of career. So, for months, your career growth and public image have felt like they were on a pause. And for all the Virgo ascendants, if you have been feeling the same, please drop us a line in the comment section. But the good news is the brakes are finally off from 11th of March. And as your 4th and 7th Lord moves forward in your house of status, it casts a powerful supportive aspect on your 2nd, 4th, and 6th house. Now, aspect on the 2nd and 6th house, Jupiter stabilizes your income and daily work routine. It finally resolves stuck payments and clears the path to victory over workplace rivals or health obstacles that may have been lingered since last December. You pay attention to what you eat and how you speak. Relationship with family members also improves. Aspect on the fourth house will bring this. Now this is a house of foundation. This is a house of domestic happiness. So healing will come, and it will help you settle family matters or real estate deals with much more ease and luck. And mother's health will also improve. Tension at workplace will smoothen. Now let's look at life in general for this week. On career and finance, professional stagnation ends. So if a promotion or a business deal was stalled, it regains momentum now. Sun, Mars, Rahu, and Mercury retro are in your sixth house. So workplace politics and daily chores may still feel heavy. You are likely to reorganize a project that failed earlier, as Jupiter aspects will try smoothen things in this area of life. Now the strategies: don't start a legal battle yet. Use the Jupiter momentum to impress your superiors with your expertise and keep patience. On health, as your 10th house energy clears, the mental stress on your body also eases. You will find a surge of professional confidence which can boost your physical stamina as well. Now, the risk is watch your digestion and lower abdomen. Sixth house cluster is there, and Mars and Rahu can cause sudden acidity or heat related issue. So, remedies: green leafy vegetable and staying hydrated are essential to cool down the high energy for the sixth house cluster. On love and relationship, there are serious bonds. Venus, Saturn together in your seventh house, you're demanding commitment and maturity. So you have no time for games. You want a partner who stands by you. For married couples with Jupiter direct, discussing long term living arrangements or family growth becomes easier. So it's a great week to align your public life goals with your spouse. And if you're dating, an old partner might resurface. Mercury is still retrograde. So use the Saturnian energy to decide if they actually fit into your future structure. Social aspect, you are being very selective. With the sixth house cluster, you may feel like social obligations are work or a task. But last 2 days of the week, 12th and 14th, is perfect for social events that involves creativity or children. On personal front, it's a growth mode. You're moving from self-doubt back into leadership. So your sense of purpose is returning. The 10th Lord going direct is your silver lining, and you finally know where you're going. The best dates for you is March 11th for career meetings, big decisions. Best color is emerald green and yellow. A remedy we can share with you is chant or listen to Vishnu Sahasranama on Wednesday to stabilize your 10th house energy, and to handle the Mercury retrograde in 6, double check all the emails to colleagues before hitting that send button. Now let's move to the indicators. Career and finance is high because Jupiter is direct in 10th, is a massive, massive green light for your professional progress. Health is medium, love and relationship is high. Social aspect is low because you are too busy with work and daily chores to indulge in much aimless socializing. And personal is also high, a major sense of relief as you regain your direction and authority. So, with this, let's move to the next sign.
Hello, all the Libra natives. We are going to discuss your horoscope for the second week of March now. So, let's just talk about your overall energy first. So, you are finding your North Star after a period of feeling spiritually adrift. Okay. And now, if you were feeling stuck in any kind of legal or administrative loop, Jupiter direct, getting direct in your ninth house, it's bringing the immense clarity. If you are moving away from petty details of life right now, and you will look towards the bigger picture, your intuition is heightened, especially during the Scorpio moon on March 9th. Let's just talk about the different segments of your life. First of all, personal. If I talk about your personal life, you may feel a certain urge to learn something new and dive into the spiritual practice. Your mind is hungry for wisdom, and you will find that it is coming from most unexpected places. If I talk about career and finance, you are dealing with international clients, law, or higher education. The block are removed now. A legal matter or a visa travel issue, you will finally see that there is a positive results in that matter as well. Then comes your social life. You are seeking quality over quantity. You might skip a loud party for, deep or one-on-one conversation with your mentor or your friend who thinks who likes who likes thinking like you, who is, the way you think in the same way that person thinks. You want to do one-on-one conversation with that kind of person. If I talk about love and relationship, shared values become the focus now. You will find deep connection by discussing your beliefs and dreams for future. Love feels more like partnership of souls this week. Then comes your health and wellness. Watch your lower back and kidneys. Drink plenty of infused water and practice gentle spinal twist. It will improve your, moves, and it will also clear out the fog of the stagnant energies during the retrograde period that were stuck over there. Now, let's just discuss the indicators for you. If I talk about personal, it's medium because you are feeling deep, intense spiritual reset. You are letting go of old beliefs and no longer serve that are no longer serving your growth. Then comes the career. So financial rewards from your past efforts are coming now. It is in a meaningful collaboration or some kind of international opportunity that may manifest this week. Social is low. You might feel, you might prefer a few quality friends over a large groups. So choose your company wisely. Love is medium. You are attracting a partner who values your intellect. It's a great week for long distance love or meeting someone through learning groups. So romantic. If I talk about health, it's low. Watch your diet during holy festivals and also after that as well, because if you have eaten a lot, it's going to, you know give you some kind of issues later on. Your digestive system is bit sensitive. Stick to light nutritious meal. Then comes the remedy part. Apply yellow sandalwood or chandan tilak on your forehead every morning to attract peace and prosperity. Remedy for Venus: apply small amount of white sandalwood that I have already told you on your hand also. Earlier I have told you for the forehead. On the hand you can also apply on the Venus mount. And you can also feed birds. The soap grains, you can feed them early morning. It will invite prosperity in your life. Now let's just move to the next rising sign, that is Scorpio.
Welcome to all the Scorpio rising. The second week of March 2026 marks a powerful psychological and financial release. With your second and fifth Lord Jupiter going direct in your eighth house, the resources gridlock finally breaks and your intuition regains its power. So let's start with the emotional map for the week. We have to look at Moon's movement as Moon represents our mind and emotion. So for March 8th and 9th, Moon will be in Scorpio in your own sign. The week opens with moon in your first house, so you're feeling the weight of the world, but also your own strength. So the tip is you're processing the identity shift from last week's eclipse. So allow yourself to feel your emotions deeply without reacting. Your presence is magnetic right now, so use it to set your own agendas. On March 10th and 11th, moon will be in Sagittarius. The moon moves into your second house. Now, this brings an aha moment because moon is moving into Jupiter's sign and Jupiter is getting direct on the same day. So, your bank balance or your self worth is active now. So, if you have felt a cash flow crunch or a dip in confidence, the energy shifts today. A financial bottleneck also clears, allowing you to see the path of abundance again. On March 12 to 14, moon will be in Capricorn. So the moon enters your third house. So after the deep internal work, your voice returns. You are focused on logic, short term plans, and clear communication. So the tip is this is your best friend for local travel or resolving issues with siblings or neighbors. Your mind is disciplined and ready for action. Now, the biggest headline for the week. On March 11, Jupiter finally stations direct in your 8th house. Now, for months, your shared finances, inheritance matters, and deep transformations have felt like they were on a pause. And Scorpions, let us know if you felt the same way. Please drop us a line in the comment section. But the good news is breaks are officially coming off as your Lord of Fortune moves forward in your house of transformation. So it casts a powerful supportive aspect on 12th, 2nd, and 4th house as well. Now, as Jupiter's aspect on 12th and 2nd house will stabilize your personal savings and spiritual health. It finally resolves hidden expenses and clears the path for wealth accumulation that felt blocked by an unexpected cause since last year, December. Now, Jupiter also aspects on your fourth house, which is fourth house is your home, your inner peace, and it brings emotional healing, helping you settle property disputes or family secrets with much more grace and luck. Now, let's look at the week on life segments. On career and finance, the wait for insurance payouts, tax refunds, or venture capital is over. Money from unusual sources or partners starts flowing in. Sun, Mars, Rahu, Mercury retro in your fourth house. Now, home life is noisy and unsettled. You might be redoing your home renovation or dealing with property paperwork error. But still, Jupiter is aspecting, so not all bad. The strategy is avoid buying new real estate this week. Use the Jupiter momentum to settle debts and stabilize your internal emotional bank account. On health, Jupiter moves forward in your 8th house, so chronic health issues or mysterious ailments start to respond to treatment. So your healing power is at peak. So this is a good news. Now the risk is watch your heart and chest area, 4th house. There are so many planets in your 4th house that can cause some stress that manifests as palpitation or acid reflux. Now the remedies during this week, deep breathing and earthing, walking barefoot on grass will help discharge the excess Mars energy from your home sector. On love and relationship, Venus and Saturn together in fifth, you're taking romance very seriously. So, if you are in a relationship, you're discussing marriage on long term. And if you're married, then discussing shared assets becomes much smoother after 11. Now, use this time to align investments or real estate planning with your spouse. For single scorpions, you are looking for a soulmate connection and not a fling, because an old flame Mercury, because of an old flame Mercury retrograde might reach out, but Saturn asks, do they truly fit your future? So be careful, scorpions. On social aspect, you are in private phase. You prefer intimate, deep conversation over large social gatherings. Networking last 2 days of the week is good. It's perfect for local networking or catching up with your inner circle who provides practical advice. Personal front, it is you are in a growth mode. You're moving from crisis management back into transformation. So you feel more in control of your destiny. The second lord going direct is a silver lining. Your security is being restored. Now, best dates and remedies. Best date is Wednesday, March 11th. This is good for financial audit, therapy, or deep research. Best color is red and yellow. Remedy we can share with you is donate to a charity involving women on Friday. And remedy two is to handle Mercury retro in your fourth house. Double check all home security and appliances setting. The shadows are lifting from your finances, Scorpio. So stay tuned for next week's update as we watch your inner and outer wealth begin to grow. Now let's move to the indicator. On career and finance, it is high. On health, it is medium. On love and relationship, it is medium. Social aspect, it is low because you're focused on your private life and inner circle right now. And personal, it is high. You feel a profound sense of reclaiming your power as the financial and emotional fog clears for you. So, all the best to all the Scorpio ascendants. Next. We are now offering deep dive private consultation to help you navigate your career transition, love, relationship, health concerns. So, if you're planning a new business opening or looking for clarity on higher education, don't leave it on chances. Let's look at your unique birth chart together. So, you can book your personalized session by contacting us on the given email ID or contact number and reach out to Astro Diva. We would love to help you. With this, let's move to the next rising sign.
Hello, all the Sagittarius rising sign. Let's just talk about how the week of 2nd March is going to be for you. But first of all, let's discuss about your overall energy this week. So your planet, your ruler Jupiter, is finally moving forward. You have likely felt that you were running on a treadmill that was, you know, not stopping it. That was happening from last few months. That will end now, and moon is entering your sign on March 11th. Your natural luck is returning on your arrows, and finally your arrows are hitting their targets. All the best for that. So let's look at the personal life. So you are reclaiming your identity. If you have been playing a supporting role lately this week, you can be the center stage. Your sense of humor and zest for life are fully restored. If I talk about career and finance, business partnership take a turn for better. A collaborator who was hesitant suddenly comes on the board with enthusiasm. Expect a contract or agreement to be finalized. For social life, you are magnet. People are drawn towards you because of your optimism. Use the window of March 11 to 13th to host gathering or pitch your idea into a group. The response will be overwhelming positive. If I talk about your love relationship, committed relationships see a renewal of vows or new level of understanding. So single may find that a friendship is ready to evolve into something new and much deeper. Health and wellness, your liver and hips, they feel they need attention. Avoid heavy, oily food and incorporate stretching and start eating leafy food to detox your system. Now, let's just talk about the indicators. If I talk about your personal life, it is high because when moon enters your sign on March 11, you will feel electrified with zest of life, and your aura is glowing with positivity. If I talk about career, it's medium. Collaborative projects and business partnership are favored. And a person who have worked with you before may return with greater offer. For social, it's high. You are the anchor for your friends this week. Use your wisdom and humor to make the sought after person in your circle. Love is high. It is excellent energy for commitment. You have been waiting to pop the question or move in together. So, this is the right time because the stars are perfectly aligned. Health is medium. Your vitality is strong. However, avoid any kind of overstress, okay? And basically in the hips and leg area. Keep the movement steady and consistent. Now let's take a look on the remedy. Chant Guru Mantra or Om Guruve Namah 108 times. Another remedy is you can visit any place of worship on Thursday and you can donate yellow umbrellas or yellow clothing to someone who is in need. So let's move to the next rising sign now. All the best, Sagittarian.
Welcome to all the Capricorn rising. The second week of March 2026 brings a massive sigh of relief. With your third and 12th Lord Jupiter going direct in your sixth house, the daily grind finally stops, feeling like a treadmill, and a long standing health or workplace mystery finds its solution. Now, let's start with the emotional map for the week first. Now, we have to look at Moon's movement, as Moon represent our mind and emotion. So, on March 8th and 9th, Moon will be in Scorpio. This week's opens with the Moon in your 11th house. So, emotions are centered on your friends, social circle, and long term gains. The tip is you're still shaking off last week eclipse tension. So lean on your community for support, but avoid making impulsive financial promises to friends just yet. On March 10th and 11th, Moon will be in Sagittarius. The Moon moves into your 12th house. Now, this is a massive aha moment because it is Jupiter's sign and Jupiter is going direct on the same day. So, what will happen here is the aha moment regarding your subconscious pattern or hidden enemy will happen. So, the tip is spend time in solitude, as Jupiter is also your 12th house lord. A secret burden or a health anxiety you've carried since last year, December, finally starts to lift. Now, March 12th and 14th, Moon will be in Capricorn. The Moon enters your first house, your Lagna. So, after the internal retreat, you are back in the spotlight. So, you feel grounded, disciplined, and in control. So, the tip is this is your best window to self care or start a personal project, and you have the emotional clarity as well to lead others. People will naturally look up to you for direction. Now, let's talk about the biggest headline of the week. So, on March 11th, Jupiter finally stations direct in your sixth house. For months, your daily work routine, health journey, and efforts to clear debts have been stalled. Now, and for all the Capricorn ascendant, if you have been feeling the same, drop us a line in the comment section. But the good news is finally bricks are officially coming off. As Jupiter moves forward, it creates a powerful supportive aspects on your 10th, 12th, and second house. Now, Jupiter's aspect on your 10th and second house stabilizes your career, reputation, your bank balance. It resolves lingering disputes with colleagues and clears the path for incoming growth that felt blocked by daily fires you had to put out. And Jupiter's aspect on the 12th house, on your this is the house of unseen, which brings spiritual healing and which will help you to overcome insomnia, hidden anxiety with much more ease and luck. Now let's look at life in general for the week. On career and finance, you have been struggling with paperwork, legal hurdles, or difficult co-workers. So the energy shifts and it shifts in your favor. Sun, Mars, Rahu, Mercury retrograde is in your second house. So your bank vault is still experiencing turbulence. Expect some recalculation of taxes or an old bill resurfacing. But the strategy should be use the Jupiter momentum to tackle your to-do list and clear old work logs. Don't make major new investment until Mercury turns direct on March 20th. On health, as Jupiter moves forward in your sixth house, your immune system strengthens. You will feel the surge of physical discipline. The risk is watch your throat and neck area of second house because Mars and Rahu is there, can cause inflammation or vocal strain from speaking too aggressively. So the remedy is gargling with warm salt water. The remedy is also not speaking aggressively, and practice silence for half an hour a day, which will smooth your high pressure energy in the second house. And on love and relationship, Venus and Saturn are together in the third house, so you're having very serious, real talk conversation with your partner about the future. For married couple, discussing daily chores and who does what becomes much smoother. So use the 11th, 12th to reconnect spiritually or plan a quiet weekend away from the kids and other family members. And for single Capricorns, may find themselves attracted to someone mature or through a sibling, through a neighborhood connection. So you're looking for someone who speaks your language of stability. On social aspect, you're being very efficient with your time. So if a social event doesn't serve a practical purpose or offer to connection, you're likely to skip it. On personal perspective, you're in a growth mode, so you're moving from crisis fighting back into system building. So you feel the relief knowing your hard work is finally starting to yield results. Jupiter going direct is your get out of jail free card for daily stress. And isn't this nice, Capricorn? Now, the best dates for you is March 11th and 12th. Perfect for starting new fitness regime or organizing your workplace. Best color blue and yellow. Remedy we can share with you is help someone in need. or a subordinate at work for this week to activate the positive energy of sixth house. To handle the Mercury retrograde in second, triple check all bank transfer and especially the digital payments before hitting confirm button. So let's look at the indicators. On career and finance, it is medium. Health is very high. Jupiter direct in sixth house is a major green light for physical recovery and better habits. Love relationship is medium. Social is medium. Personal is very high. You regain your sense of authority and self discipline as your moon hits your lagna. With this, let's move to the next ascendant.
Hello, all the Aquarius rising natives. So today we are going to discuss about your horoscope for the second week of March. So let's just check how the overall energy for you people during the second week of March will be. So the mental block is over now, and the Jupiter is direct in your fifth house of creativity. It's romance, children. It is bringing joyful, fertile energy back into your life. You are moving from state of serious overthinking to playful creation. And during this week, you will face moments where you are unique, your futuristic ideas finally find a practical application. So if I talk about the personal life, you are finding joy in your hobbies again, whether it's any kind of art, technology, or any quirky collection. Your personal passions are providing the emotional fuel you have been missing. If I talk about career and finance, speculative investments, or creative side hustles, they look very promising. If you work in a creative field, your portfolio will receive a lot of positive attention during this week. Then comes your social life. You might find yourself surrounded by younger people or those who are very youthful, out of the box spirit. So embrace this, it will spark your own innovation. Love and relationship, this is one of the best weeks for romance in 2026. If you are single, don't stay at home, especially on 11th and 12th of March. If you are a couple, so plan a fun date that involves games or creativity. If I talk about your health and wellness, watch your calves and ankles. The Capricorn moon at the end of the week on March 14th, it can make you feel a bit stiff. You can have magnesium bath or foot massage that will work wonders for you. So now let's just discuss the indicators for this particular week of 2nd March. For personal, it is medium. You are organizing many ideas into logical plans, and the fog of Mercury's influence is starting to clear now. It will give you mental precision. If I talk about career, it's medium. You are out of the box ideas, they are finally getting attention they deserve. If I talk about social, it's high. You have, you will find yourself leading group or community projects. People are drawn towards your innovative spirit and your ideas. Your love is high. So, this is the hotness alert for this week. This is the peak week of romance and flirtation. You are single, then expect some kind of beautiful romance, some kind of unexpected encounter. All the best. Health will be low. Watch your calves and ankle, as I've already told you, and stay hydrated and keep moving to maintain your flexibility. If I talk about the remedies, you can light mustard oil lamp under a peepal tree, or it is also known as sacred fig or bodhi tree. You can do it on Saturdays. And if I talk about one more remedy for Saturn, and also to enhance the Jupiter luck, you can light blue candle on Saturday and you can donate black sesame seeds or iron items to charity or to workers. So, all the best, Aquarians, and let's move to the next rising sign now.
Welcome to all the Pisces rising. The second week of March 2026 is a massive psychological and professional relief. With your Lagna Lord Jupiter finally going direct in your fourth house, the inner fog, the domestic stagnation lift, and allowing you to feel truly at home in your own skin again. So let's start with the emotional map for the week first. We have to look at moon's movement, as moon represents our mind and emotion. So on March 8th and 9th, moon will be in Scorpio. The week opens with the moon in your ninth house. So you're seeking meaning and looking at the big picture. So the tip is you are still integrating the lessons from last week eclipse. So focus on spiritual study or connecting with a mentor is a good idea. March 10th and 11th, moon is in Sagittarius. The moon moves into your 10th house as ninth lord goes direct. This is very powerful aha moment regarding your public status and career direction. Why? Because it is Jupiter's own sign, and Jupiter is going direct on the same day. So the tip is, if you have felt invisible or stuck in your professional life, the energy shifts today. Your visibility increases, and be ready to step into a leadership role or to receive recognition. On March 12th and 14th, moon will be in Capricorn. The moon enters your 11th house after the career pressure. So you are ready to connect with your tribe and focus on your long term gains. So the tip is, this is your best window for networking or finalizing a deal involving your social circle, because your ability to manifest your desire is at peak these days. Now, let's look at the biggest headline for the week. March 11th is the day your ruling planet Jupiter finally stations direct in your fourth house of inner peace. For months, your sense of inner peace, home life, and personal direction must have felt like they were in reverse. And for all the Pisces ascendant, if you have been feeling the same, please drop us a line in the comment section. But you know what the good news is? The brakes are officially coming off. As your Lagna Lord moves forward, it casts powerful supportive aspects on your 8th, 10th, and 12th house. How does it help? Now, Jupiter aspecting your 10th and 12th house, it stabilizes your career and spiritual health. It clears the path for professional growth and resolves hidden anxiety or foreign related delays that have been lingered since last year, December. Jupiter aspect on 8th house of transformation brings emotional healing, helping you to settle inheritance matter or joint finances with much more ease and luck. And now, with all the good news, let's look at the life segments for the week. Career and finance, your ruler, your Lagna Lord goes direct in the house of foundation. So, your professional confidence returns because your inner base is now stable. Sun, Mars, Rahu, Mercury retrograde in 12th. You are dealing with hidden expenses or reworking a project involving some foreign clients. The strategy is, don't commit to major offshore investment yet. Use the Jupiter momentum to strengthen your local reputation with the quietly fixing the leaks in your back-end operation. On health, as your ruling planet moves forward, your physical stamina and digestion improves significantly and you feel more alive. The risk is, watch your feet and sleep pattern from the 12th house cluster. Mars Rahu can cause restless leg syndrome or weird kind of insomnia here. So the remedy is foot massages and meditation before you sleep. This will help ground the high frequency energy in your 12th house. On love and relationship, Venus and Saturn are together in your first house. So you are appearing very mature and perhaps a bit guarded in love. You're prioritizing self respect over people pleasing. For married couple, discussing home renovation or family expansion becomes much easier after 11. So your spouse will appreciate your new found emotional clarity. If you're dating, you're filtering out anyone who doesn't respect your boundaries, and you're looking for a soulmate who is also a stable mate. You're moving away from the noise of the world. So you prefer your home sanctuary or small intellectual gathering. Networking on 12th to 14th is perfect for reaching out to influential friend who can help you achieve a long-term dream. On personal perspective, it's in a growth mode. You're moving from confusion back into clarity. So your sense of self is being restored. Jupiter, your Lagna Lord going direct in your is your personal reboot button. The world starts to make sense again. Now, best date and remedies. Best day is March 11th. Use this day for home related decisions of a personal manifestation. Best color is yellow, saffron, and sea green. Remedy is offer yellow flowers or sweets to any place of worship to celebrate your ruling planet moving forward. Remedy 2 is to handle Mercury retrograde in your 12th house. Keep a dream journal. Your subconscious is trying to give you some financial clue here. So the inner fog is finally lifting, Pisces. Stay tuned for next week's update as we watch your personal power and professional power truly begin to shine. Let's look at the indicators now. Career, it is career and finance is very high with your ruler aspecting 10th. Professional breakthroughs are imminent. Health is medium, love and relationship is high, social is medium, and personal is very high. A massive sense of relief as your Lagna Lord finally moves forward. With this, let's move to our next slide. Yes, we want to share something special with you. Many of you have asked for more in depth reading, so we have opened up a few slots for one on one astrology consultation. So, if you want a customized plan for yourself, just drop us a line at the contact details given on the screen right now. Basically, if it's about your career choices, health issues, love relationship, planning your kids, opening a new business venture, it's always good to know where your planets will be supporting you. And before we wrap up, we would like to say two bits, no, three bits. First is on International Women's Day, which is on 8th of March. At Astro Diva, International Day is at the very heart of everything we do. The day is a celebration of our very own foundation. So we celebrate the strength, resilience, and creative brilliance of all women. And may the stars continue to illuminate everyone's path and lead with grace and courage. Now, secondly, uh, Astrodeva also recommends to let's honor and welcome Jupiter's Agaman on March 11th. We all can do the following to give Jupiter a very warm welcome. First is charity, yellow chana dal or yellow sweets. Second is donating books and stationery to the children or needy. Third is completing a long pending book which you have not read yet or a course to completion. This is the best way to honor Jupiter in his welcome. And last but not the least, we would like to thank all of you for all the motivating comments and to our viewers who are following Astro Diva. And with this, see you soon and bye bye for now.